Namaste students, I am Jagan Dr. Meenakshi, Assistant Professor in Department of Salakya Tantra, Faculty of Ayurvedic Science, Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. Today the topic of discussion is ASVM. ASVM stands for Acute Suppurative Otitis Media. What is ASVM? It is the acute suppurative otitis media and it is the acute inflammation of middle ear by the pyogenic organisms. So what are the pyogenic organisms? These are the organisms which form the pus. So what is the etiology? What is the cause of ASM? It is more common in the low socioeconomic group. So which have low socioeconomic group, these are the sufferers of ASM. The infants and children basically. And the ASM follows the viral infection of the upper respiratory tract. Then comes the routes of infection. The ASM can be via eustachian tube or via external ear, or it may be blood-borne. Via eustachian tube, it is the most common route. The infection travels via the lumen of the tube or along the subepithelial peritubal lymphatics. The eustachian tube in infants and young children is shorter, wider, and more horizontal. Therefore, the breast or bottle feeding in infants in horizontal position may force the fluids through the tube into the middle ear and has the need to keep the infant propped up with head a little higher. Swimming and diving can also force water via eustachian tube into the middle ear. Second one is the via external ear. The route of infection of external ear is caused by the traumatic perforation of tympanic membrane due to any cause open a route of middle ear infection. Third route was blood-borne. It is very uncommon route. Then comes the predisposing factors of the ASM, like recurrent attacks of common cold, upper respiratory tract infections, exanthematous fevers, infection of tonsils or adenoids, chronic rhinitis and sinusitis, nasal allergy, tumors of nasopharynx, packing of nose, epistaxis, cleft palate that may lead to the ASM. Then comes the bacteriology, the positive organisms, the bacteria of the ASM. The first one is the most common Streptococcus pneumonia. Second, Haemophilus influenza. Third is Moraxella catarrhalis. Fourth one is Streptococcus pyogenes. Fifth is Staphylococcus aureus. Sixth one is Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Then comes the pathology and clinical features. There are few stages like stage of tubal occlusion, stage of pre-suppression, suppression, resolution, and then complication. So basically, there are 5 stages which have a particular pathology, their symptoms and signs. The first stage is tubal occlusion. In this, there is edema and hyperemia of the nasopharyngeal end of the tube. Tube means eustachian tube, which leads to the retraction of tympanic membrane. So the patient will feel the deafness and earache. On examination, the doctor will see the tympanic membrane retracted. Then in the stage of tubal occlusion, the handle of Malleus will be more horizontal and the lateral process of Malleus will be prominent. Along with that, there will be loss of light reflex and there will be conductive deafness. On examination, we will see all these signs. Next stage is the stage of pre-suppression. In its pathology, the pathogenic organisms invade the tympanic cavity. There will be hyperemia of the lining. There will be inflammatory exudate in the middle ear and the tympanic membrane will be congested. The symptoms of pre-suppression are earache. Earache will be of throbbing nature, it will disturb the sleep. In adults, there will be deafness and tinnitus, and in children, there will be fever. Then comes the signs of stage of pre-suppression. There will be congestion of pars tensa. There will be cartwheel appearance of tympanic membrane and conductive deafness. In the third stage of suppression, there will be pus in the middle ear and tympanic membrane will bulges out. Symptoms will be severe earache, deafness, fever, vomiting, convulsions. Okay. Signs of stage of suppression are tympanic membrane will be red, bulging, there will be loss of landmarks, there will be tenderness over mastoid antrum. The fourth one is the stage of resolution. In this stage, the tympanic membrane ruptures. There will be release of pus and the symptoms will subside. The symptoms will be like earache, which will be relieved, fever will subside. Signs will be the external auditory canal may contain the blood tinged discharge, later becomes mucopurulent. The fifth one is the stage of complication. In it, there will be virulence of the organism, which is very high. Resistance of host is very poor, and there can be complications like acute mastitis, labyrinthitis, subperiosteal abscess, facial paralysis, petrositis, extradural abscess, meningitis, brain abscess, lateral sinus thrombophlebitis. Then comes the treatment part. In the treatment of ASM, we will give the antibacterial therapy. We can give the antibiotics like ampicillin or amoxicillin in divided doses. We should give decongestant nasal drops like ephedrine, oxymetazoline, and xylometazoline. We should give the oral nasal decongestants like pseudoephedrine. You can give analgesics and antipyretics like paracetamol. We should do ear toileting, dry mopping of the external auditory canal. We should apply the dry local heat to relieve the pain. And last surgery can be done, that is the laryngectomy. If the drum is bulging, there is acute pain. If there is incomplete resolution despite antibiotics, persistent conductive deafness is there, then we should go for meningotomy. Persistent effusion is beyond 12 weeks, then definitely surgery should be done. There is an acute necrotizing otitis media, which is a variety of ASM seen in children suffering from exanthematous fevers. It is caused by the beta hemolyticus streptococci. In the acute necrotizing otitis media, there is rapid destruction of entire tympanic membrane. There is profuse otorrhea. The healing is followed by fibrosis or secondary acquired cholesteatoma. The treatment of acute necrotizing otitis media is the antibacterial therapy for at least 7 to 10 days, or the cortical mastectomy is done. The indications of cortical mastectomy are the when the medical condition fails to control. Condition gets complicated by acute mastocytitis, then definitely we should go for the surgery. So there, here completes our topic, Otalgia.